Yo. In the days of old, 5 elements were known: MCing, DJing, graffiti had grown, B-boy and knowledge, the pillars of the game. But a 6th emerged, adding to the flame. Comics and hip-hop, a fusion so tight. Visual storytelling, lyrics that ignite. From the pages to the beats, a seamless blend. The 6th element, where 2 worlds transcend.
Welcome to the 6th Element Show, where comics and hip-hop flow. Reno and Stu guiding the way, bringing you the culture every day. Welcome to the 6th Element Show, where comics and hip-hop flow. Reno and Stu.
What's good, everybody? 6th Element Collectibles in the building. Reno Noir here, and Stu Dog in the house as well. You just can't see him, but he's here. There he goes. What up? Peace.
What up? Slave. Peace.
Word is bond. Holy shit, Stu Dog! You got the crystal ball, man. You got the fucking what do you call it? That's the prodigal, the goddamn legendary. Listen, man, this thing is sought after. I'll tell you why. Because Walmart fucked us. They fucked thousands of people, and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about how they screwed us, and we're gonna talk about how I made them make it right. And I just want to listen. There was so much shit that we're gonna do our show about tonight, and there was like so many big topics, and like you know how we normally do. But I felt like collectors would really appreciate this. I feel it's needed, and I feel like it's just sick and disgusting what Walmart has done. And it's a con. It's literally a scam. It's literally a scam. You can't just scam people like that. That's a scam. Like if I was rich, if I had the money, I'd have a case. Like I'd take them to court. Like I could literally take them to court, literally sue them, and literally have a case. Because it's just no good. But yeah, Stu Dog over there trying to show his joint here. Let's show it off here. Let's zoom in. Because I think your camera, why is your camera all fuzzy? There you go. Hang on, let me go hard. Let me go hard wide. Get hard wired. There we go. Now we hard wide. All right, Stu, show us the crystal ball.
Booyah. Crystal ball.
And he comes with a crystal ball, and
Yes. Booyah. One crystal ball.
yeah, it's pretty cool. You can get one on eBay for like $25.
So just the crystal ball?
It's like $15. It's really bad. He said their quality in anything made nowadays. What the hell? He slayed my guy. What's up, fellas? Hop on in here suing, man. I'm telling y'all because listen, like I could do it if I was rich. I could do it. I would have a case. But crystal ball there, Stu Dog has. I don't have mine yet, and let's talk about why. Why I and so many collectors don't have a crystal ball, even though we pre-ordered one 6 months ago. That doesn't matter.
It's been about that long. It's been about that long. Yeah, it's been about 6 months.
Oh no, March. So I'm gonna show you the email.
I don't know if it's good. It's been a while. I know we ordered it earlier this year and got bodied. Now I got mine because there was an article that came up on my Google feed that said that Walmart, it was a glitch in the system or orders canceled. I don't know what they did, but they had them up for pre-order again. I clicked the link. It said it was available. I was like, nah, this ain't gonna work. So I put it in my basket, checked out, and bang.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean months later?
Oh yeah, no.
I didn't think I was gonna get it. I just clicked on the link because I think it was in my Google feed for like a day, and I just clicked on there. I was like, nah, this ain't gonna be available. So I clicked on.
Yeah.
It said it was available. I clicked it. The order went through. I was like, all right, we'll see if it comes. I did not expect to get it. I thought it was just gonna be like they were gonna cancel it again or whatever they did. I don't know what they did initially, but apparently canceled some orders or did whatever. I don't know.
Well, mine ordered with no problem. I was able to order it with no hiccups, no issues, just no problems. Got the pre-order, No issue at all. Everything is good. And this was back in March, on March 13th. So 6 months go by, and here we go. I got the email says you're getting ready to get your crystal ball is going to be delivered. Make sure you check your address. Blase squaw. So okay, cool. They're going to ship my crystal ball. Let's do it. So the thing says that your crystal ball is going to be delivered August 14th. Now, here comes August 11th. Here comes August 12th. Still not preparing, still not shipping. How's it going to be delivered on the 14th if you're not even preparing it for shipping on the 12th? Better call them. Call them up. Talk to customer service. Well, sir, yeah, no problem, man. Trust me, your order's going to be there on the 14th. It might just not be showing up on the website, but it's going to show up on the date. We assure you. Okay, cool. That's good to know. Are you sure though? Yeah, absolutely sure. All right, let's do it. So here comes the 14th. Nothing's changed. Nothing comes. The 15th. All right, let's call him again. What the fuck's going on? Well, sir, it seems like the local fulfillment station to your area is sold out. So your order's on back order. Excuse me? No, sir. I don't think you understand. I pre-ordered this 6 months ago.
Which means you should have one.
There's no selling out. You don't fulfill, you don't put the item on shelves and sell out before you fulfill the pre-orders that were made 6 months ago. You don't sell out. You don't there is no, how do you sell out? Bitch, I pre-ordered it. So there's these terms don't make any sense. So you're not making any sense. Make it make sense. Bottom line, okay, we're gonna get 10 days. So that's it. I'm gonna need some compensation here. But I at this point I don't see anything. I'm just like, all right. Well, he said they got to locate me another one. The fulfillment house in your area sold out, so we're gonna have to locate you another one somewhere else and then ship it to you. And okay, how long is that gonna take you? You should be able to do that like while we're on the phone, right? No, well, it's gonna take. Oh, hold on. He puts me on hold, so he comes back. Sir, it's going to be 10 days for us to locate you a new one and ship it. 10 days? So wait a minute. You're telling me the item I pre-ordered 6 months ago that was put on shelves a week ago and sold out, I was supposed to get yesterday. I now have to wait 10 more days? Oh man, that's ridiculous. That's unacceptable. Yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that. Well, sir, it's really unfortunate. I feel terrible. There's nothing I can do, but I can give you this store credit, $10 store credit. Okay, well, you say they're gonna ship my order. They're gonna find another one in 10 days. They're gonna ship it. You're gonna give me $10. Okay, cool. Go ahead. Let's do it. 7 days go by, and I see someone on Instagram saying that after the 10 days, they cancel your order because apparently someone else had gone through this. The guy told me he wasn't going to cancel it. So I called him back. Hey, sir, so I understand that you guys said it was going to take 10 days. There's a few days left, but I just want to make sure that at the end of this 10 days, if you maybe don't find another one or, whatever, you're not going to, my order's not going to be just canceled, is it? Oh, no, sir, it definitely won't cancel. Promise we won't cancel your order. Okay, well, I hope not because, again, I pre-ordered this 6 months ago. Now we're dealing with it being sold out after the fact. And then now it's on back order. And now you're telling me I got to wait 10 more days. Okay, well, let's do that. Let's wait 10 days. Now 10 days goes by and guess what? They're not going to cancel my order. They assured me 3 times. Well, last night was day 10 and guess what happened? You guessed it, they canceled the order. So now, this has happened once before, and I know for a fact that once they cancel this pre-order of a hot, sold-out item, game over. Corey, I just said it right. That's it, because they can't go back in the system. It doesn't allow them. They can't order an item that's out of stock. So there's no fixing or replacing your pre-order, no pre-ordering it. Once it cancels, it's canceled. You're done. That's it. Now everybody knows this. This is common knowledge. And everyone's been through it. And people are pissed. Like I said, hundreds of people this is going through this on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and all the socials, and people are livid because, guys, this is a mainline character. This is Crystal Ball. It's not a repaint. It's not a made up figure. It's a mainline character that if you don't have it, you don't have the collection, right? So you have to have this one to have the full collection. And Hasbro, in their utter wisdom, thought that this would be a good figure to make a store exclusive. Why would you do that, sir? You don't do that. Why not with a figure that everyone needs? Because you know what happens with store exclusives. This shit. They sell out instantly. They cancel your pre-orders. You can't see when you pre-order something. You should be able to trust. I know that I pre-ordered this thing, so I'm in the bag. I'm solid. I don't have to worry about it. Set it and forget it. I'm good. I'm definitely going to get this item, and that's how it works. That's what we know. That's what we trust. That's how the hobby goes. We know that. So when they betray this sacred trust and they blow a pre-order that you've been waiting 6 months for an item that is now sold out, that you cannot get on the retail market, all you're going to get is an apology. Sorry about your luck. That's it. Nothing. No, nothing. They're not going to replace your order. They're not going to help you get another one. They're not going to find you one in the store somewhere. They're not going to do shit but tell you sorry about your luck. Well, I don't know what came over me, man. I just wasn't going to accept that this time. Because this happened once before. I forget the character. Maybe, I can't remember exactly. Some store exclusive. It was either Target or Walmart. Same situation, basically. And I don't know, man. I just couldn't abide it this time. So I said, let me talk to a supervisor. Okay, let's get the supervisor on the line. Well, sir, or no. First, at this point, we're still like, so I call back and I'm like, okay, so all that happened. So now they've canceled my order. So I call back, sir, you have canceled my order that you told me you would not cancel. I know for a fact there's not a goddamn thing you can do about it. Just give me a supervisor that's not even waiting the time. And he's like, hold on. And he goes back, blah, 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 hangs up. Fuck. Just went through this whole thing, explained all this shit. So I call back. As soon as they answer, first thing, give me a supervisor. Get a supervisor. Well, the guy that answers the phone actually sounds like he speaks English. He sounds like he might understand, what's going on a little better. And he seems a little bit more attentive. And I'm like, well, maybe this dude will get me, I get a little farther with this guy somewhere. Stu Dog had a rough double shift. Forgive him. So I'm like, dog, this is what happened, XYZ. And the kid's like, he's like, oh man, he's like, I have to give it to you. I have to give you props for your patience. He said, because I would be livid. He said, I would be losing my shit. He said, I might come to work and kill my boss.
Damn.
That's what they got. Might come to work and kill my boss.
Damn.
I was like, damn. Well, I mean, it ain't all that serious, but it's hella frustrating. I'll tell you that. And he's like, oh man, he's like, yeah, I collect Pokemon cards. He's like, so I get it. Like, he's like, I understand when something you need for the collection is. So he's like, and that's unacceptable. He's like, you pre-ordered this. You pre-ordered it 6 months ago. How can they do this? Talking about his own. This is Walmart I'm talking to. How can they do this to you? So he's like, I'm like, well, let's get that supervisor on because I know, your what you can do is very limited. And so he's like, okay, let's get the supervisor. And he goes, man, it's like an hour and a half wait for a supervisor. And I'm like, and he's like, but I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna make you wait that long. I'm gonna bump you up in the queue. Don't tell anybody, and I'll bump you up. So he gets me. He bumps, and I'm like, well, the last dude, I didn't tell him this, but I'm thinking, okay, that last dude gave me a $10 credit. So I'm like, listen, man, I feel that Walmart should pay for my shit. Like straight up, they should pay for this. Like you should pay for my figure. And we get down to the fact that basically you're not getting a figure. There's no crystal balls. There's no way to replace this order. We're not getting it. So, all right. I know you can give me a Walmart credit, but obviously you can't, give me, the whole amount and everything, but what's the most you can do? And he's like, man, I can give you a $20 credit, man. He's like, don't tell my supervisor, but I'll give you 2 of the $10 credits. And so I'm like, okay. So he does that, gets the supervisor, and the supervisor finally comes on, and he gets him on 3-way, and the guy tells the supervisor everything that's going on, and the supervisor tells him, okay, man, I got it. You can go. And so he goes, and the supervisor's like, hey, man, I'm sorry that happened. I'm like, nah, you don't understand, bro. Like, this ain't no I'm sorry situation, bro. You can't just apologize about this. You understand? I could sue you for this. Like, this is literally a scam. You literally cannot sell me a pre-order and then later just sell off my pre-order and tell me fuck you. You can't do that. Like, it's illegal. It has to be fucking illegal in some way. So like, but I'm not rich. I'm not gonna like go get a lawyer and sue you. So you got me there. But no, this is unacceptable, bro. And I can't even replace this item. You can't give me a store credit for it. You can't replace it for me. You can't do anything. The only way I can get this item is I would have to go on like eBay and pay like $50 for the thing. And he's like, well, yeah. He's like, well, I mean, he said the very highest possible thing that we can grant is a $25 gift card. Now, mind you, I've already got $30 in store credit. So I'm like, and I thought about that, and I'm like, okay, $30 store credit, $25 gift card. Basically, that's $55. Basically, they just paid for my aftermarket crystal ball on eBay. Bang. So go ahead, let's do that. So he emailed me the joint, $25 gift card in the joint. And that's it. I got $55. So now I could take, $55 worth of grocery money, spend that at Walmart, take that grocery money, and bang, go to eBay, and there's my crystal ball. Now, obviously, this wasn't like some planned out shit, or anything, but you get the gist. And now that you know that's possible, go, my children. I send you off. Call fucking Walmart and get your fucking money. If they fucked you on crystal ball, man, they should pay for you one on eBay. Free ball. Free balling. We're free balling, baby. Because like it's crazy. That's crazy. You pre-order something, you expect that's a lock. There's no variables, man. There's no way you're going to miss out. That's the whole point of pre-ordering. You did that so you won't miss out. And you wait the 6 months, and not only do you wait the 6 months, but then they come and then they sell them to other people. Like, basically, they gave my pre-order to someone and they put it on the store shelf and sold it. That's a fucking scam. Literally, that's a scam. Now, obviously, they're going to get, they gave me my payment for the pre-order back and everything, but that's like, what's that? It's like a scheme where you take my money. It's a Ponzi scheme. You take my money just to sit on it and use it and shit. And then later, like if I want it back, maybe I can get it back if you got it. And if enough, if not too many people ask you for it back or whatever, or need it, you can sort of stay alive. But if everybody wanted their money back, they'd be fucked. And that's the thing here. Everybody wanted their pre-order, but they didn't have them. So Walmart literally like just delivered some of the orders and just canceled the rest. And like Stu Dog, he's one of the guys that got his order. Like he pre-ordered it same time I did. His came, I didn't. I know a guy who ordered one on his account and one on his son's account, both to deliver to his same address. Him and his son have the same fucking, or what do you say? Not his son, his brother. They have like the same first initial, last name. I don't know. But they delivered one of them and the other one got canceled. That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
It does.
Yeah, Richard, good old Dick Ball. Dick Ball. Crystal Ball. Richard Crystal Ball. His name is Dick Ball. I love it. Richard is going for $40 and $69 on Scalpers Island. Yeah, I mean they're between between 40 and $70. So I figure it's about $50, $55.
So if it's going for like 40. You got to pay for. They charge you up for the shipping. If it's going for like 50, then they'll be like free shipping. Making you think you're getting free shipping, but you're barely paying for the shipping. So
this is the email you get. We're sorry your pre-order was canceled. We're sorry your pre-order was canceled. Now, normally you have to cancel your own pre-order. You don't. Your pre-order don't get canceled. You're not supposed to. Stu Dog has a very good hookup. The Secret Family. Yeah, I mean, it was literally luck of the draw. Like I said, guy and his brother, same address. One got it, one didn't. I mean, there's no rhyme and reason. Because like you would say, like, because initially people thought that certain fulfillment houses had stock and certain ones didn't. And that brings me to the Hasbro HasLab Rattler, which we were supposed to unbox today, but isn't here. Got bumped to Friday. You know what I'm saying? Now, at least it's shipped. At least I got tracking. At least I know it's going to be here Friday. There's a lot of people who still ain't got that email yet. That's unacceptable, bro. But the reason that the whole Rattler thing happened, if anybody is curious, the reason that they started shipping Rattlers a little over a month ago and just have been basically they started a month ago and they're just shipping them as they can. So people are just getting them randomly over the last month at different times. And the reason that's never happened before with any other HasLab is because they ship the inventory to all the local regional hubs. We're talking 20,000, 25-pound boxes. So they ship them all to the local regional hubs or whatever, and then they start shipping them out. That way everybody gets them at the same time. And what they did this time to save money, I guess, was they didn't send them out to the regional hub. So all 20,000 Rattlers are being shipped from the same fucking warehouse in California.
That's crazy, bro.
So now we're all just waiting for these assholes to get the fucking units out because they thought they'd save a penny. Like this is a stupid way to cut a corner. And God, we hope that they learned the lesson from this, because we did not take it fucking lightly, bro. I personally sent them like 18 emails, bro, and it was back and forth. So it was fucking, people were raging over this shit, because there's nothing worse than looking on eBay or on YouTube rather and seeing unboxing. How the fuck do y'all get them? Why are we still waiting on them? It don't make no goddamn sense.
You're like, where's mine? And look how long it took to get it out. Like, we were waiting over a year for the Rattler.
Well, that's typical for HasLab. That's how long they take.
I mean, I get that, but I paid you. I
I
gotta
have to
wait this
wait.
long,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
now I gotta wait longer.
yeah.
Then what? Come on, now you gotta give me listen. And the
Fuck it.
price of the Rattler, listen, for that much scratch, look, you gotta do what you gotta do. You need to get my item out to me. If you got your money,
Mhm.
you got your money. Why can't I get my item, my product?
That's the thing.
That's all I want. Give me my product.
My emails consisted of exactly that. I paid you. This don't
You
make like
got
just send me my shit. Like this doesn't make no sense. I keep getting this. We're sending them out in batches. They're going out over the next few weeks. What does that mean? Just fucking ship my shit right now. Go put my shit on a truck, bitch. It's not fucking hard. Like, and I get there's 20,000 of them, but again, there's ways to do this. Obviously, you've done it with previous HasLabs companies ship things all the time. You don't just ship shit over the next few fucking weeks, bitch. Everyone gets the item when it ships. Like everyone gets their shit around the same time. That's how it's always been. Stu Dog knows people that knows people that knows him that he knows and he knows them. Casual Toy said at least they shipped before December. Like the last two, yeah. I mean, yeah. That's the thing, Stu. Like them last two actually went longer. This one is not that long, but now the fact that I've had to wait a whole extra month, that just
Mhm.
makes it bittersweet. So like when I do get it, I can't be as happy about it. Like that's how I feel. I feel like when I do finally get the Rattler, it's gonna be bittersweet. Like it's gonna be like hell yeah, but it's gonna be like everybody fucking got him a month ago. Like it's not even like I can't even. I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. Obviously, I'm gonna be happy and everything, but it's fucking bullshit, bro. It's so cheap. It so lessens it, man. It just makes it less than. Um, and this thing with the goddamn snowcat. Finally, at the last minute, it funds. Because they're just full of shit, man. Reno getting their asses straight. I mean, I'm not. When I say unacceptable, bro, like people don't understand that word sometimes. Like that means I'm not gonna fucking accept it, bro. I'm not gonna take it lying down. That's just it. Somebody gonna do something. But all that this having to sign for it, that's some more bullshit. Why do I have to sign for it? It's a $300 fucking thing. What? Bitch, I get shit delivered that's $1,000. I don't have to sign for it. What are you talking about? Who is it? It's not a controlled substance. There's literally no reason to have to sign for this thing. But every HasLab, they make you sign for it. And I don't know if that's just to make us feel like it's special or something. It's fucking stupid. It doesn't help anything. It doesn't.
Maybe
It just.
somebody, because some people will be like, "Oh, I didn't get mine."
But that's with anything.
So I guess they're like, if you sign for it, we know you got it.
But they could do that with any. You could say that about anything. So why is it just HasLabs? Why don't they make you sign for every item? You know what I'm saying? Like they don't even make you sign for shit that's even more expensive than a HasLab. It's just you gotta sign for the HasLab. Just just more dumb shit, man. Reno needs to know people that know other people. Yeah. But I mean, no, I don't know. Slade, I think it's not more. It's not. The thing is, guys, these Walmart people, they're just some foreign dude in a call center has got no salt in the game, no skin in the game. He doesn't care one way or the other, and he has no power whatsoever. He's got a few buttons on his screen that he can select. That's it. He can't like do shit. And I guess people, expect them to be able to do things, but there's nothing they can do. But it just is what it is. Like I said, it's purely luck of the draw. There's no rhyme or reason. There's next door neighbors who one got one and one didn't. There's people in the same household who one got one and one didn't. There's there's people in every state that got them. So there's no states that didn't get them. There's literally no rhyme or reason. There's literally no fucking like explanation or anything. EGC salute. So I could have helped you get crystal ball. I mean, look, if anybody can help me get a crystal ball, I'll take one. But I don't have any problem now going on and paying the $50. Way I see it, Walmart paid for that. So as they should have. As they should have. I get my groceries from Walmart for the most part. So it ain't nothing to me to take that $50, spend it on groceries, and then turn around and go to fucking what you call it. Slade still didn't get the Rattler. Goddamn, Slade. See, that's what I'm saying. That's crazy. You haven't even gotten an email or anything about it at all? Damn, Slade, you need to know people that know other people. Now, I don't know what the fuck's going on with them Rattlers, bro. Other than, yo, Corey, I just salute. Appreciate you as always. Let it go, Reno. It is
Thank
the
you,
world we
Corey.
live in nowadays. Shit done changed. Ain't nothing you can do about it. You ain't get it? No.
Bro, that's the truest statement I heard all night. That's true. It has.
No,
Man. Like you gotta think about it.
I haven't got it yet. So
We
yeah,
have a
put the
shipping
word out.
we got a shipping problem because of the president. We got a price problem because of the president. We got a supply problem with certain things because of the president. Because
I wish this
I
crystal
think
ball
it was
shit was something to do with Trump, so I could have an explanation. If there was a reason behind it, I could fucking at least it could
nah, that
make
was just
sense.
bots. That was just bots and Hasbro dropping the ball on that one. That's all that was. They should restock it. When they do, you got to jump on it. But for the most part, um, they might have did a restock, already, but we just didn't catch it because they're not going to announce it when they do the restocks. That's how I got the snake armor. I got it on a restock. I just happened to pop on there, and it was on there. I was
No,
like,
but
"Oh,
you
that
don't
is
have the snake armor.
what happened."
You don't have the snake armor
No,
yet. You just have a
they sent
pre-order.
me. Nah, they sent me a email saying that it will be here in September. They didn't even say a date. Because I was supposed to get it this month. So
Yeah, I got an
they just
email.
sent the email saying it'd be in September. That's all I got. It
I
doesn't
got
have
it.
a date.
I got an email saying that they were getting ready to ship it
I didn't get that. I didn't even get that.
a
Mine
month
just said
ago.
September. Mine just
A
said
month
September.
ago.
I
Nah, a
got that
month
one,
ago.
but I got that one in August saying it was supposed to come in August. But then when August got here, I got one saying September.
Yeah, it's just yeah. Hasbro is so fucking lost right now, bro. They everything
Hasbro,
is just
you know
gone to
what,
shit.
man? Reno Hasbro should have did what? And
I can't
I'm
even
not.
order shit on their website right now because there's some glitch on there saying that I can't the what is it high volume some dumb shit just a bullshit thing, and they said that it's a glitch that the security system put on there because it suspected suspicious activity.
What? Let's stop.
It's I ordered a fucking item, bro. First of all, I'm not a scalper. I don't be ordering a bunch of shit. There's literally nothing you could ever do or say that I could even be misconstrued as suspicious. I've literally placed an order. I only order like one fucking of an item at a time. There's literally no reason they would have. It's literally a glitch. It's just dumb shit, and they can't even fix it. They can't fix it. I've had it escalated. I've talked to supervisors, fucking emails back and forth, corporate, the whole nine. Fucking, they can't fix it. Their answer was make a new account with a new email, which I did, and that's the only way I can order shit right now to this day. I tried to order some of my account today. The new Wolverine and Storm that just dropped today.
Yeah.
Had to get it because that Wolverine is a new Wolverine. I know everybody. Oh, another Wolverine. No, I collect Wolverines. That's a
No,
new
that's
one.
different. I've never seen. That's like an accurate version of like the X-Men '97 with the brown and the
It's a
yellow. I
brown
like
suit. Yeah,
I
it's a
like that
brown suit,
Wolverine.
but it's got the new claws. I mean, everything.
And the Storm looks kind of dope too.
Oh nah, Corey, this is how I am, bro. I'm not tripping. Uh, I'm just, this is how I vent. This is how I'm passionate about what I do. about what I fuck with, but I'm not upset. I couldn't care less. Like I said, they paid for my shit. I'm cool. I'm happy. I mean, I got it anyway. It's just ridiculous, bro. How, you know, Hasbro just continues to do this shit and get away with this dumb shit, and they don't have they don't acknowledge it. Like they just come on fucking the next live or whatever, acting like everything's all good. Like, oh hey everybody, da 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 da. It's like, bro, you know everyone is pissed at you right now. Everyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I've been sparked up, Corey. You already know. As I said, I told you, I'm cool. I'm cool with a fan. Cool as the other side of the pillow. It's just how I get down. Yeah, but no, it is what it is. You know, it's the Rattler will be here Friday. My Psylocke and Thanos is going to be here probably tomorrow, if not Friday. Which that's some more bullshit. That's a store exclusive. Psylocke and Thanos. I'm just now getting mine tomorrow. Bitch, people got these shits a month ago. Fucking my Law and Order will be here probably this weekend. And then Chewie. I got a Chewie coming. I wish they were doing Han and Chewie. It's so weird. They sell Han and Chewie, but then they don't ship both
They don't
together.
do a 2-pack, right? Yeah. They should do a 2-pack for them.
Or even make it a wave where they ship at the same time. That's another thing I hate about these waves, where they'll make a wave like 4 or 5 figures that come out at the same time. You pre-order them at the same time, and then they come out over weeks separate. And then like we still got one, bro. No one knows shit about dial tone. How did y'all fuck up dial tone? No one still has dial tone. I know people with a dial tone, but we ain't getting it. Shit, Reno, damn, why they fucking with you? Hey, you know, it's just they fucking with everybody. Trust me, this is not. I'm not alone here. Trust me. This the community is rampant. It's there. There's a lot of people gonna be watching this video just because of what I titled it, because people are fucking pissed, bro, as they should be. Because it's unacceptable. You can't just do people like that. But normally, what we were going to talk about tonight is the Alien Earth episode 3, because this show has been off the chain. Alien Earth is really cool. It's fucking. It's very reminiscent of the original, but it still, you know, is up to date for the new people. It works. In this new episode 3, Metamorphosis, because the Alien franchise explores 2 overlapping nightmares. The first is the alien, right? The cold, impassable force against which humanity is utterly defenseless. And the second is humanity itself, which through technological hubris and old-fashioned greed might well invite its own destruction, as we do. And against the first, we are helpless. With the second, we're all too eager to help. But where does then this leave a man like Morrow, the cyborg officer aboard the doomed deep space research vessel, the Maganaut, may or may not have the freedom to make his own decisions regarding his mission to preserve the hostile alien life forms that the ship was carrying? Because when the ship crashes, and even before it crashed, like, he's killing other crew members just to like save the aliens, just to save the specimens on board, which we all know is the xenomorph. And you know, like, killing people and like, you know, sacrificing himself type shit just to make sure it happens. So there's something forcing him, and it seems highly possible that his paymasters at the Weyland-Yutani Corporation have hacked his brain and forced him to comply. And so he also speaks of those awful aliens as his life's work. However, the mission to which he gave up 65 years of his life in frozen slumber in order to see it through, because these guys slept 65 years in cryo to get there. And so everyone he knew in his old life, from his daughter to his crew, is now dead. Right, he's a cyborg that got to live on in cryo. So the eyeball octopus thing, remember, it's like an eyeball with like a triclops thing with eyes all around, and it's like got tentacles about this big, runs around and fucking jumps on you and fucking goes in your eye. And the bloodsucker, the dangling tentacle plant, the barfing bug, and xenomorph are all that he has left. And so when Ms. Yutani waves him off, he tells her that he will get those specimens back. And so whether the motivation or the compulsion drove him to seal himself inside the safe room and allow the monsters to slaughter his fellow crewmates in the earlier episodes, you know, the decision is clearly weighing on him now. And so while downloading the ship's data into his computer augmented brain, a process that involves a set of like light up tubes and evidently a good deal of pain. Morrow tries to explain his plight to Slightly, the character named Slightly, and Smee. And so they're like childlike synthetic hybrids left behind to guard the cache of alien eggs. And he says, there's a feeling you get when the monsters come, and you don't help. And the dilemma leaves him wishing that he were the robot hybrids, suspect him to be, since being fully mechanical would, relieve him obviously of the moral burden of his human side and, what he has done. But when he's interrupted by Kirsch, the hybrids, synthetic guardian, the guy with the blonde hair that looks like Rutger Hauer, he and then he sees one of the alien eggs beginning to hatch. He jumps into the chasm created by the crash ship and disappears. And for a time, at least, it seems like Morrow's mission is a failure. And Kirsch and the hybrids sort of secure the alien specimens and bring them back to the island headquarters and of the genius boy inventor Boy Cavalier and the mega corporation Prodigy. The kid Boy Cavalier is especially smitten with the xenomorph corpse. Right, he's seeing an ocean of potential in that hunk of obsidian, H.R. Geiger's exoskeleton, and the acidic blood and all that shit. And so he isn't alone. True, most of the hybrids seem happy to put the crash site behind them. But in addition to Smee and Slightly, there's Toodles, and a reserved guy named after the lost boy who always missed out on the adventures. And then there's Nibs, who seems traumatized in equal parts by the eyeball alien and that attacked her, and her child's mind transfer into the adult body, because these robots, they're adult bodies, but they have the consciousness of children, literal children that were terminal ill, were going to die, and so they put their consciousness into these robots, these adult body robots, which kind of fucked the kids up, because these are prepubescent kids, and now they're in full-grown adult bodies, and obviously that would fuck somebody up mentally. But Curly is different. In a one-on-one conversation with the boy genius, she says that she alone of the hybrids has taken advantage of the powerful supercomputer brains that they're all given, which I find interesting and weird, because like all these kids, all these kidults, they're just acting like fucking kids that don't know how to do shit. And it's like, bro, you now have a supercomputer brain, you have super strength, super agility, super everything, and you're still acting helpless as fuck. It's very annoying. It's very annoying. But this one is very much on point. She's down. She figured it out. She's like, oh yeah, we're gonna rock this shit. And she believes that she can one day change the world, and she can outclass her inventor even, right? And so Cavalier is delighted by her ambition, but considering what a creep he is, who knows what darker delights he has in mind for the female robot. But Curly's motivated in part by a desire to like prove herself to be a better hybrid than Wendy. And so you have that whole dynamic going on. And then there's the whole alien. Wendy straight up beheads an alien in a sword to claw combat, all staged cleverly off screen and conveyed with the sound effects, while Joe frantically tries to open the door, obscuring their battle. So I don't know if it was a budget issue or what, but both siblings are near the death's door by the time they're picked up. And the whole Prodigy team seems unusually focused on saving Joe now, and Wendy, having a synthetic body, is a lot more resilient. So she's often the one that they send in first. And so you've got Kirsch and Toodles and Curly and everybody. They're holding down and knocking out and dissecting an alien face hugger that they've excised from the unhatched egg. They're cutting eggs open. They're pulling face huggers out. They're dissecting them. They're going all in. But all the while, her robotic brain receives the chitters and chirps of the aliens in the lab, including the face hugger that Kirsch is examining. And so the process of excising the tiny xenomorph from the face hugger causes her to pass out. And with that, and she isn't the only one, hearing voices in her head, right? Granted, the transmissions slightly begins receiving are from a relatively more human source than the xenomorphs. It's the cyborg Morrow. And I say relatively more human because dude is fucking ruthless as a goddamn xenomorph. But during their earlier confrontation by the alien eggs, the security officer deduced Slightly's nature as a child's consciousness in a synthetic body, and surreptitiously hacked his system so that he can now speak directly into the man boy's brain. So Morrow's combination of intimidation and blandishment to groom the poor guy into becoming his mole on the inside of Cavalier's private island, his entry point for reclaiming the creatures, as he values more than anything else. He's all about those creatures. And so, but it's very effective. So nauseatingly effective is not a bad description for Alien Earth overall, actually. But this episode is sort of mopping up operation, rounding up the hostiles and the survivors from the crash and shipping them off to the island paradise, where presumably the rest of the rampage will take place. And we assume that that's where the rest of the shit will unfold. But while the episode is not quite as violent as the first two episodes, that doesn't mean that the show's monsters have ceased having an impact. Although I do feel that this episode could have used at least the one scene that they hid, but definitely could have had more monster in this episode. And that's kind of what I worry about with this series, is that budget shit and like that for these shows is usually not that high, which means less monster. And so it's got to be really good, and I just don't know if it's there. The character, without the monsters, is just not there. It's just not that good. But it's good. But the monsters, gotta have the monsters. Without the monsters, it's not there. But contact with the creatures has cracked open nearly every character in the show, revealing and reshaping who they are. So Nibs is traumatized, Curly is inspired, Smee and Slightly cling to childhood. Cavalier is so elated that he seems almost sexually aroused. But Kirsch does what he is told to by Cavalier, or at least he, is appearing to. And you never know with synthetics. Prometheus and Alien and pretty much all these movies that Ridley's been involved with have definitely shown us that synthetics will fucking definitely have their own agendas. But Morrow's single-mindedness, the cyborg, rivals that of even the xenomorphs. Wendy appears ready to become something new. I don't know what. A bridge between human and alien consciousness. She's doing something there. But it's a series, so we're just on episode 3. But yeah, it's a whole lot of characterization to accomplish in an aftermath episode, which is what this is. And yeah, I think Alien Earth understands that for its monsters to matter, making the people matter, is mission critical work. You got to care about the characters, or the monsters, can't really carry it, especially with this budget. But that's pretty much all I got for it.
I thought it was a good episode, man. I'm still wondering why Wendy can hear them. Like she can hear the xenomorphs.
Yeah,
I guess whatever, however they communicate,
we'll
must be
find
like
out.
on a dog whistle level because nobody else
Yeah,
can hear it. She can.
yeah,
That's a big thing because even when they first got to the crash site, she was like, "You hear that?" And she can hear it from a distance. Yeah.
yeah,
So that's a mystery and a new thing that I think they don't know yet, but gonna find out.
hmm,
Also, also uh, just the way that they pay attention to detail with the corporations and tech and everything. I'm loving it, bro. I'm
yeah,
just loving that it's still in that 70s universe of aliens. The story is good
yeah.
so far. Her saving her brother, that was great. I'm still waiting to see what's gonna happen with him. So hopefully he makes it. But if he
Hmm.
doesn't, we'll see how it affect Wendy in the long run.
Yeah, yeah. She's something's gonna happen. I mean, yeah. It's there's something going on. If I don't know if it's like a supernatural thing or some clairvoyance, or if it's just something technical, or because the xenomorphs they're like biotech.
Yeah,
They got chrome, chrome teeth and shit. Like they're biotech. They're bio. What do you call it? It's H.R. Geiger's whole style. But this dude, yeah, I mean, he's it's a whole style. H.R. Geiger.
yeah, it is a whole
Um,
style. And
this
and
guy that
also with the aliens too, they're bred to survive. It's hard to kill them. They have acid for blood. They can survive in just about any environment. They adapt to their environment, whatever host the alien is born out of. They extract characteristics from that host, like in
yeah,
Alien 3, when it kind of looked like a dog
right.
because it got into a dog, and that's just what it came out looking like.
People are calling this one Bear, because of the claw, the way the scratches look resembles a bear, and so people are calling this one the Bear alien. But for no, it's not definitely not part of like or got its what do you call it, from a bear. But yeah, they take over a lot of the characteristics of whoever they grow up in. But yeah, shout out to um where is that? Shout out to Corey, man. Happy birthday to Blastmaster KRS-One. And
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Kara's turned 60 today. Listen,
yeah,
it's a blessing.
and a belated
Blessing.
birthday to Ghostface, just turned 56. And speaking of
Shit.
Ghostface, we got the track list
Track
to
list.
the Supreme Clientele 2. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
The
a
track list came out.
that is a album I've been waiting 40 years for, but yeah. But yeah, this is H.R. Geiger here. This is the guy that invented the alien monster that we know of. And you can see here is like the art style that he has is very, like, you can see where the alien comes from when you see his art style.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's a very unique style. To be honest with you, I mean,
Oh
I
yeah.
like it, but it's very unique. Um, however he sat down and figured that out.
There it is. Yeah, here's an alien. But yeah, that dude, yeah, he's on one. Like, this is all crazy shit. Like, you can see this in Prometheus. And you can recognize like the whole Prometheus ship and all that was created by Geiger. Um, his art is really really cool, really crazy. Here's Prometheus. This is all set. These are all the set from Prometheus. Like, these are the seats that the big dude sat in. The big what you call it, and like the like
The
weird
engineers.
engineers, yeah. And yeah, I mean you can. And here's the space jockey.
Damn.
And this guy's from the movie Alien. Like he was in the movie Alien first, and then people were like, "What is he? Who is he?" They never talked about it, who it was. It was just there, and he was giant, like a big, huge guy. And so, in the movie Prometheus, they manifested him in real. There he is in real life. So all that's H.R. Geiger work. There's Geiger's Alien. Fucking cool. But yeah, Ghostface Killers, what do you call it? Supreme Clientele 2. Let me see here. Yeah, we'll check this one out.
I watched the interview. He said he was trying to do another like R&B album, and then he settled
Oh
on.
yeah, that's his favorite.
Yeah, I was like, what Ghost, what's going on? And he said, but I'm gonna give him the Ghostface Killer on this one.
Oh, he did an R&B album.
Yeah, he said he
He's
wants to
done
do
one
another one.
before.
Yeah, he said he wants to do Wizard of Ghostini. And he said he wants to do
Mhm.
another one.
Wizard of Poetry. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he said he's trying to do another one.
Um, yeah. Supreme Clientele 2. It says here. Sequel to Ghostface Killer's 2000 sophomore. It's not really a sequel, but you can call it that. It's called part 2, so sure. But over 20 years ago, Ghostface Killer dropped his 2000 sophomore album, Supreme Clientele. Now the highly anticipated sequel is just around the corner. Supreme Clientele was originally slated for the release back in June. It saw some delays. However, the fans can now expect to hear it on August 22nd. Start to studded track list was recently unveiled. An image including the vinyl order. Where's that image? I don't want that part of it. Yeah, well, that's the track list, but okay, cool. But I want to see the other shit that was on there, man. Hang on. I took a
You
picture
see the
of it.
album cover?
No. The rest of that where they did the track list, they posted the track list, and they also posted this. It says 25 years ago, Supreme Clientele changed everything. It wasn't just an album, it was a movement, a coded language, a wild, soulful, alt killer symphony of slang and emotion that rewired what hip hop could be. It made you lean in closer and then blew the hinges off. Now, a quarter century later, Supreme Clientele 2 lands like a time capsule cracked open. Vintage Ghost, sharper than ever, but looser, freer. This isn't about chasing the past. This is Ghostface having fun with it. Stepping back into the booth, not to prove something, but because the mic still talks back and the beats still bleed. This is the last of a certain breed of rap album. No trends, no pandering, just layers of refined loops, blistering bars, and the unmistakable rasp of a storyteller who's seen it all, lived it twice, and still finds new ways to flip the script. Ghostface Killer's Supreme Clientele 2, not a sequel, an echo from a chamber that never dozed. Let it spin, let it speak, let it ride out into the smoke. You're holding a piece of history, Supreme Clientele 2.
Who wrote that?
He said, who wrote that? Looks like, I don't know. Nah, don't know. Just says executive producers, Ghostface Killer and Sean Wiggs. But maybe this is it. Mm-mm. No, that ain't it. Why'd they put a link to it if it wasn't gonna go to it, man? What the fuck? Here we go. Ghostface Killer Supreme Clientele 2. This is a dope cartoon picture version. Got the track list. Intro by Redman. Then you got a song called Iron Man. Sample 420 featuring MOP. Curtis May featuring Styles P and Conway the Machine. Fourth Disciple. Windows. Pause, a skit. Georgie Porgy. Force MD, a skit featuring Ty Boogie. Breakbeats. Beatbox featuring Ty Boogie and Aisha Hall. Rap Kingpin, which we've heard already. Sale of the Century, a skit. The Trial featuring Ray, Jizza, and Method Man. Reek the Villain and Pills. Love Me Anymore featuring Nas. Soul Thing featuring Driz, Nems, Ice, Supreme Intelligence, Sun God, Pills, Reek the Villain. Metaphysics, Candyland, Lenny Green skit. The Zoom, You My Friend featuring Method Man and Knuckles. Straight up. He said that this album had like a few tracks that were actually recorded back when he recorded the first album. Like,
I'd like to
and
hear those tracks.
I know. And he said a bunch of these tracks are like older tracks that he just not like they weren't throwaways. They were tracks that he was like holding for like something dope. And you know, and so like he's got those. He's got some new ones that he has like I'm guessing the ones with all the features are the new ones, but I don't know. It's hard to tell. He didn't say which were which. But where's that fucking thing? There it is, Stu. All right, so here's the thing that I just read. There it is. That's the back of the album, I think. Yeah, this is the back of the record. So on the back of the record, it shows the album, the songs, and then it says this thing here. 25 years ago, Supreme Clientele changed everything. It wasn't just an album, it was a movement, blah, 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 all that stuff. Ghostface Killer Supreme Clientele, not a sequel, an echo from a chamber that never closed. See, I was reading it on my phone. I thought it said dosed. Look. CLOSD. Looks like DOSED. Let it spin, let it speak, let it ride into the smoke. You're holding a piece of history because you would be holding the record, the album, the vinyl, when you see that. So when you open the vinyl, I guess this is what's on the inside. Oh, these are the tracks. Okay. That's why Rack Kingpin looked like that. Okay. Yeah, these are the tracks. So Stark's special music presentation. That's the skit. Then you got Fourth Disciple. Yo, I love this. It makes the songs like they're old, like 70s joints, like 70s TV shows.
Yeah.
Yo, they're all specific shows I'm noticing right now. That's Soul Train. Let's see if we can figure whose these are. That's damn. I know this
WK,
one.
That's WKRP in
Cincinnati.
No. That's Different Strokes.
Different Strokes.
Yeah.
The Windows. That's Different Strokes. That's KRP.
Yeah. SK Cincinnati. Yep. WJFK TV. Yeah.
Beatbox. That looks like Tom and Jerry, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's exactly what that looked like.
Iron Man, I know that. I recognize that shit. I recognize this Candyland. There's Night Court. There's Night Court right there.
Yeah, that's Night Court. The one at the top with the bridge is what's that one?
Small Guy.
Family. With Urkel.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Days
remember they
gone by.
Remember they showed the picture of the bridge like that at the end of when it was Family Ties. That's Family
Ties. You think? Yeah, it could be. Could be. I'm thinking it's a probably older show from like the 70s, but these look like, but it could be. Man, Fourth Disciple with like the swoop coming in.
Is
it's like Star Trek.
I know it. Nah, it's not Star. That's I know that. That's
It reminds me of how Superman the movie was like.
What is it? It's on the tip of my tongue, bro. I know that. That's It'll come to me. It'll come.
This gotta be what you call it. Wheel of Fortune, some shit. It's a game show.
Where'd you put? Break beats is.
I don't reckon this
Oh,
rap
no.
Kingpin looks like fucking Daft Punk. I don't even know. Metaphysics. Damn, these are all fucking real. Love Me Anymore. That's got to be Dynasty or some shit. One Life to Live or one of those. Some of these. As the World Turns. There's another WG.
Some of them I like. That Metaphysics right there. Metaphysics. That was on TV.
Right.
Remember before they would show a special? It would come on but it would say special. It wouldn't say Metaphysics. It would say special. And I remember that.
Y'all in the chat helping out? Well, let me see. No, y'all don't know nothing. Y'all don't know none of these. Yeah, that's that Tom and Jerry, that beatbox. Looney Tunes or something Looney Tunes. Well, oh, this is a bandstand, American Bandstand right there. Or nah, yeah. I think that's American Bandstand, or it's the Ed Sullivan Show. I don't know. Fucking all right, we bugging. Days gone by. All right, Nas, Styles, P, Dave Chappelle, Conway, blah blah blah. Goes for the stream clientele, the frame of mind era. You could never duplicate that feeling. Ghost said, Supreme Clientele was a frame of mind and an era in time. You could never duplicate that feeling. But you could tap back into it. I mean, you can tap back in. Ghostface Killer said of the upcoming project, we dug in the files from years ago and pulled together Supreme Clientele that is supreme. Get ready, Supreme Clientele 2 is now. Ghostface Killer previewed what's to come on his upcoming album with its lead single last month, Rap Kingpin. The song's beat flips Eric B. and Rakim's My Melody and Mighty Healthy, my favorite track. Last week, he dropped another song from the new LP, Metaphysics. You know what I would not be mad at is if he fucking used a sample from all the songs from Supreme Clientele on this bitch like he did with Rap Kingpin. I would not even be mad because that Supreme Clientele, that Mighty Healthy beat, that shit just, and that would make it feel like Supreme Clientele too.
Yeah.
You know? Because like that's the thing with these reboots and these 20 years later sequels and shit. It's impossible to capture that same feeling, especially like with movies and shit. They don't even make movies the same way anymore. Like there's no way to capture that again. You just have to like literally tap back in.
Yeah. I'm gonna figure out some of those
movies.
I'm gonna figure out some of them joints because I know.
Yeah,
that fourth disciple, I know that. I just can't think of it right now.
Yeah, I know. That's how they all are to me. It's like they all look familiar, but I just can't think of what they are. Yeah,
that's dope. He gonna make me buy that. I just want to buy the vinyl just to have that album with just to have the album cover with all that in it, man. That's dope.
I don't know who that is. TikTok star died, brought joy to the world. Comedic TikTok star named King Beard X died at 47 2 days ago. Okay. Man, shout out to rest in peace. The judge denied the DOJ's request to release Jeffrey Epstein's grand jury transcripts. Ain't that a fucking surprise?
They ain't gonna never release them, man.
Hell no, bro. That judge is on the list. The fuck?
They ain't releasing them joints.
I said people that actually like think they are is like, I don't know what did they release the fucking files about JFK when they said they were? Hell no. They're gonna release what they've been telling us anyway, and be like, "See, that's what it was." They have the fucking power, you know. It's you know, they write history. They write the history because they won. Shout out to Warlord Cypher Goon. We'll jump on when I get home. I'm en route. You better hurry up, bro. We are not much left to talk about today.
I'm excited for this Ghostface album, man. Right now,
Yeah.
all the best albums that have been dropped are by rappers that are over 40.
Yeah. And all the best shit.
And
I mean, that's to me.
60 days. The last 60 days, the best albums that have been dropped. Music, period. Even singles, because a couple of people just dropped singles, like they just dropped songs.
Mhm.
It's been by rappers that are 40 years old plus. That goes to show that they have talent and they're using it. So,
Yeah.
they're a lot of them are starting to get a passion for it again, and they're gonna jump back into it. We'll see what happens. That's gonna be real interesting to see that.
Oh, I forgot. We got to talk about this goddamn. Oh, gotta talk about it.
Oh yeah.
We gotta talk about this Cobra
I ain't
Commander.
get mine. I didn't get mine. I'm waiting on mine still.
Well, I got this one, and we're gonna talk about why this thing is dope and why it's not. Because obviously this is an iconic character, a fan favorite. They knew it was gonna be huge. You got to put it all in, and at a glance, great looking figure, looks really cool, right? Everything copacetic. Well, the issue isn't really with how it looks at a glance. The issue is with, well, two things. First, I want to just talk about this as a real nitpick here. The backpack deal. This little backpack. You can't really tell, I don't think, but the type of plastic that this is made out of is, bro, it's not the same. It's not the material you would expect. Like, I don't know how to explain, bro. It's like this the cheapest cheap plastic. It's supposed to be silver, but it's like almost got a translucentness to it.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, it's like it's gray, but it's almost got like a clear. It's like you could see light through it. It's that cheap ass shit, which doesn't at all go with this figure. It doesn't match the plastic or the metal, the fake metal that's on his armor and shit. Oh, I just noticed something. Oh my god. Oh, I wish I hadn't seen that. Fuck. Dude, guys, this figure is ass. It is ass.
Wow, we just noticed.
The fucking shoulder pauldrons are made of the same bullshit plastic as the backpack, and it doesn't match the armor on his arm. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it's a completely different kind of plastic, and the silver, the color looks different. I don't know. Does it show up? Can you tell how different? That's almost like a yellow, and this is like a gray.
Yeah,
Like
it's
a yellowy tint to it. Like it's
it
weird.
looks darker. It looks darker from here.
Yeah. And then there's hard to, like I said, it's hard to explain, but there's like a clear, like translucent yellowness. I don't know how to. It's just like weird. There's like a yellow tint inside, like a brownish yellowish tint. It's clear, but yeah, so totally different kind of plastic than this. To the point that it's a different color, and we all know that different plastics age differently and change colors at different times. So, guaranteed fact, his shoulder pauldrons will change color before the rest of him, or vice versa, and it will not match. What else am I now going to discover and wish I hadn't?
I had to paint it and take the chrome pen to it.
Oh, trust me. I'm getting another one and I'm chroming one out. I'm chroming this one out. I'm gonna leave the other one in the box. But yep, just as I suspected. His calves are made of the same crap plastic. Is it? Yeah, it's like, yeah, it is. Shit. Check this out too.
Oh wow.
Type of shit is that, dog? It's not broken or anything. That's the construction. That's how it's made. That's how both feet are.
Get out of here.
And so now we get to the issues that I thought we were going to be talking about, and that's the articulation. Right? You have, first of all, those feet. Oh, them fucking feet. They don't articulate forward enough, so he doesn't stand up very well. He's very hard to stand up because he wants to just fall back. He wants to lean back like Fat Joe, because of the like angle of the way that the joints are, and then they don't go. Look, like that's the articulation of the foot. It's instead of going up and down or forward and back like other ones do. That's it. That's it. That's the range of movement. Then you have the what you call it? You've got the no butterfly joints. So that's like he's very limited. He can't move. Like he's literally in like a clunky ass armor that doesn't give him any range of motion. Yeah, man, it's fucking worse than I thought, bro. The head has this weird softish plastic to it now, I'm noticing. The pauldrons are like a different plastic. The calves are like a more brittle version of like I think what the head's made of. I don't know. The feet, same thing. I don't know. It's just like the body, the torso, that's armor, and the arms, those are cool. Like that would be great if the rest of the body was done that way. If Raw Talk gets here, he's got his original G.I. Joe O-ring Cobra Commander, armored Cobra Commander, and we'll show the difference because they are way different. You would fucking think so, Slade. You would think it was a fucking foo-foo. But this is official G.I. Joe classified Hasbro bullshit. And again, this is a figure that, this is a character that was not one to be taken lightly. This, if you're not, if you're not aware, this is a character that is a very like big fan favorite, real iconic. I mean, it's Cobra Commander. This was one that people were definitely going to be anticipating and wanting and waiting for. And so like to botch it is just a travesty. To botch it. So, but yeah.
What was the lizard like? Because he came with a lizard, right?
Oh yeah.
Was the lizard of a better quality?
Lizard's actually way better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be just a plastic lizard, which it is, but at least the sort of arms and legs move. Like the shoulders, you can't really do. I mean, there's only one pose you can put them in though, because I mean, obviously, you don't want to put the feet just like, like that or anything. So you gotta just sort of position the feet to where they're standing up, and then what I did was I got he's got one claw up. See?
Yeah, so that's dope.
Yeah.
At least his his extremities move. That's dope. I like that.
Yeah. And he's got a nice paint app, nice detail and everything. But then I asked myself, why the fuck do I want a plastic iguana? with my Cobra Commander. What does this even mean? Why? The fuck are you talking about? This never. It's never.
Seriously, right? I don't know why I was giving asked. Why does he have an iguana? I don't. It baffles me. The original
Well,
one never came with an iguana.
he also comes with an alternate head
With the eyes, right?
that has reptilian eyes. Yeah, if they will focus. Come here, bitch. Focus. There you go. Oh my god. And it's like, dude, what the fuck? Could have swore that
No.
he had green skin.
Mm.
He just has regular. He just has his normal skin tone with. I guess the pupils are like have a line. Like this is the regular head eyes. They look really human,
Yeah, they do.
and they're actually
Indeed.
really well done. And these are the snaky eyes, I guess. Me, I'm a purist. I want my OG look, so of course I'm just having the original head on. No weird eyes or anything. Just want to look and now as for the pros, I mean, he still looks great standing on the shelf. He still looks great in front of the other Cobra. Um, you know, what do you call them? Known faces, usual suspects.
Right.
And they look great, and he looks great. So like, I'm not totally let down, like to the point that I'm just devastated, like I have been with a couple figures, but this one, it's just a disappointing as fuck because these are all things that could have easily been avoided, and they were only done to save a penny, and there's no other excuse. I mean, and which I mean, obviously a company has to save a penny here and there. But bro, save it on fucking characters no one cares about.
Right.
But I guess what they think is, well, if we're gonna do a made up character that no one knows, then we have to put everything into it. Otherwise, people really won't give a fuck. And you look at some of their made up characters, and they're some of their best figures. And it's like, okay, so what you're doing is you're depending on the name brand recognition of these known characters to sell them. You're not worrying about putting all the money and effort behind them because the name recognition, the character is going to sell it. Whereas these made up guys, obviously the figure itself has to sell it. So the figure has to be amazing. And, like there's something to be said about that. Like you have these other lines out there like Monster Force and other shit like that. And it's like made up, all made up characters, Valorverse. And like Valorverse and Monster Force, they're peak of like detail, construction, everything. Just beautiful. And like to the fact that a Hasbro classified is a notch down from a Valorverse and a Monster Force.
Yeah.
And that's sad, but it's because and it makes no sense. Obviously, Hasbro has more money than Bobby Valor, and fucking whoever makes Monster Force. It's like you would think that the big company would have the money to make the best figure, but nope. they're cheap, and they're relying on the fucking, the name and everything to sell it, and that's just unfortunate. But like I said, he looks really cool.
Yeah, he does.
Standing
If you,
up.
if you had the once a man figure, you could swap heads, put the snake like head on there on the body
Yeah,
of that armor. That'd be dope.
I'll have it. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. That once a man's only like, I think, $60-$70. Rattler's gonna go right here. Actually, no, I might not. You know what? I'm probably not gonna set the Rattler up for a minute. I'm gonna probably invest in some more of these shelves, because there's really nowhere to put the Rattler up there and without taking shit down. I already got a pile of figures over here with nowhere to put. And then I got, like I said, that shelf in the corner there are just misfits. I mean, they're Marvel Legends and DC Multiverse, but they're not a part of these shelves. Like, these are all themed. Like that top row there, that's Wolverine all on the top row there. And like, this is all Brotherhood, this is all X-Men, that's all cosmic bad guys, that's all Avengers, that's all Spidey villains, that's all Spideys, that's all Deadpool and Cable, and that's all Spawn. And this right here shelf is all Batman and Batman villains that you kind of can't see on the side. But over here, right there, you got some DC right there, like the OG Superman and Flash and Aquaman and Green Lantern and shit. Here you got like Ultraman and like Lobo and other Black Adam and shit like that. Right there, we got the MVC, the Marvel vs. Capcom figures, and then up top, you got everything from Marvel Knights, Cosmic, Adam Warlock, Silver Surfer, Blade, all that shit. Bunch of just guys that don't have anywhere to live yet. So more of these shelves will be right here, like taller, and then you can see the dragonflies right there. So the Rattler will be here facing it, but I'm thinking taking this bookshelf and putting it in my bedroom and putting more of those shelves, extending that out all the way to the wall. Shit. Once I do all that, then I'll put the flag or the Rattler up.
Flag, that would be oof. Flag. Oof.
Imagine a classified flag.
You would need some major. You need a whole house. Do a classified flag, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Be like, shit. Be like 1,000. Be like 1,000 feet, 100 feet or something.
It might be the size of a small automobile, man. Like, it would have to be. It would have to be bigger than.
I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it would be like a. Probably do like a 30-foot.
It'd be big. It'd be huge.
The size of like a yacht, like a real yacht.
Right, yeah. I wonder what they would charge for it. A small canoe. It'd be probably the size of a canoe. But what would they charge for it, man? Like,
a canoe?
Yeah, it'd probably be about that big.
Bro, you know how big, bro. Look how big it is. A canoe? Bro, my fucking flag was damn near the size of a canoe. The 80s flag was like 2 flags as a canoe, you know?
Yeah. It would have to be big, bro. I can't even fathom.
Not a yacht, but like a fishing boat.
It had to be big, bro. It would have to be literally How could you even get it in
Solo
your house?
speedboat.
Like it would be
Nah, you
like
couldn't.
it would be huge, bro.
Yeah, it would be a whole basement, or a backyard thing or something like, something like the whole size of somebody's house.
It would. It would just be. I couldn't even imagine.
It would be so stupid.
Imagine if they did the Terradome. The Terradome would
Yeah,
be huge as well.
Pterodon they could almost do, like the size of a kiddie pool or something, like a giant pool,
Yeah.
like an above ground pool around.
Now what was
That'd be
that other
crazy.
ship? What was that other ship they had? It was like a
Defiant.
space. Yes. I think that's the only one Rotex said he don't have. Then he said he's looking for one, but he hasn't found one yet. That would be huge, bro. That would be like the size of a comic book box. Like a long box. That would probably be like a long box, bro.
Yeah. Wait, what would be? What would be a long
The
box?
Defiant would probably be like a long box.
The real Defiant is like a long box, bro. The Defiant's this big.
Yeah, the original one was big.
No, a fucking classified Defiant, bro. That shit would be as tall as a house. It'd be 10 feet tall.
Yeah,
You gotta think. Yeah, these are well they're 12 scale, 1/12 scale, so 1/12.
Yeah. How big is it? You got the hiss? How big is the hiss?
No, I didn't get the hiss.
Okay.
The hiss is pretty small though. It's not a lot bigger than the Stinger lengthwise, taller obviously, but it's not that big. The Dragonfly is bigger, the Rattler's way bigger, the Snowcat's way bigger. Stinger, the hiss is the smallest one, but I didn't get it. I wasn't in this level of the hobby. I wasn't in the hobby to that level yet. I'll keep it a buck. When the hiss came out, I was still just dabbling, like buying some figures I liked and shit. But that kind of money on I was not like I was like if I'm gonna spend that much, I'll get whatever comic or whatever. I was thinking like, but like now I've transitioned to really I only buy the comics that I read, and like barely that. Like I don't even do that a lot. I mostly like. Yeah, I have so many comics I still haven't read. Like I stopped buying them because like I'm just stacking them up at this point and not being able to read them all. And so I had just kind of stopped. And then but I got more into the figures, man. I don't know. Like,
you had to because they stepped their game up with them. Like,
yeah,
from what they used to be to what they are now, especially like Marvel Legend. Like,
right.
And then Joe Classified, they started listening to us as far as what we wanted, and they just shot through the roof after that.
Mm.
I mean,
they drew me in.
Yeah, it's hard to ignore them. You're right. They did. It's hard to ignore them. It's hard to not collect them when there's so much like what we, even with the subtle differences, they're just as good as they were when we were kids.
Right.
If they bought these out like this, if Crystal Ball looked like this when I was a kid, I would still have mine now. But like that's, I would have never. Listen, they would have been the best toys ever because you couldn't listen. You could look at that Flint. I mean, you couldn't. They stepped their game up a lot, bro. So, and here's the thing that got us the most: the price. The price was just right. Price is just right. They're not too expensive. They're not too on the low end. The build quality is the same, right in the middle.
Because I get Mafex, I got a Mafex. Like Mafex figures are like 100 and something, 150 or more per figure and shit. Sometimes 80, sometimes like between like 80 to 150, whatever. But that's for one figure. They're 6 inches and even a kind of in some way a smaller scale than Marvel Legends, because like the heads are smaller, the bodies are just a little bit smaller. They're more in some way just smaller. They're 6 inches, but I don't know, they're smaller somehow. But anyway, so like you're right. When they started making these at this quality at a $25 at the time, I think was a $20 price point. Yeah, they drew me in. And like the first classifieds that came out, I was like, yeah, man, I really like kind of was drawn to him and shit, and I can't for the life of me figure out why I even bought them because I didn't like them at all. I bought the Gung Ho, which I
I didn't
hate
like I
because
didn't like Gung Ho. I didn't like none of them when they first
yeah,
came
I
out.
didn't like any of them, but I wanted them, and the Snake Eyes is still a great figure. Like the Snake Eyes is still the only Snake Eyes they've ever really come out with. The version 2. It's still the only
Yeah,
version 2 Snake Eyes. They've done other variations and repaints on it, but it's still the same version 2 Snake Eyes that they first came out with way back then, and it's still decent. But yeah, so Gung Ho, I was like, man, this, it didn't hit me like, oh, they should do it like this. I just was like, man, it would be kind of cool if his camo was like that turquoise color that the 80s
yeah.
figure was. And I was like, that'd be cool. And like then I started being like, then I started seeing them kind of lean and do a little bit. And I was like, man, y'all need to really lean into this like OG retro version of these figures. Like start making them look like they did in the 80s, and I'll be all in. Because yeah, it draws you back to that time when you were a kid, but it does it in a way like I mean, when I look at an O-ring figure now that I had as a kid, it's cool, but man, I don't remember them looking that bad. Like to me, when I was little, they just looked way better, and like it's almost like they looked like this to me as a little kid. And when you hold it in your hand, like size wise, when you were a little kid, this is how big the toy was in your hand. So it's like really a fucking time fucking machine taking you back to that era and doing it in a way that it looks like you remember it looking, not how it really is. And that is a phenomenon that happens with video games. Like for me, a lot, like I'll look at an old video game and like, go to show my son a game that I grew up with, like thinking it was like really great graphics and shit. And like just seeing it now, it's like, Jesus Christ, I don't even remember it looking that bad. Like to me, it looked way better than it does now. Like it even in my
That's
head, I
true.
imagined
No,
the
that's
figure.
true.
You know what I mean? I
That's true.
imagined it
Yeah,
in
that's
my
true.
head. I had the whole image of how the game looked in my head. And when I put it on, it looked nothing like that. And I get the same thing from these, man. So yeah, it once they started making them retro and look more like the originals, bro, I was all in. And then it was just like off to the races. Because they started getting more and more looking like the originals.
Yeah. But remember people were asking
And
at the beginning.
retro.
People were like, yo, like when
Mhm.
it all started with Duke. When they came out with Duke, people was like,
Well, he was the
okay,
first wave. He was the
yeah,
first one.
it was one of the first ones. And people were like, it looks cool, but all this futuristic shit with it. It's like make it look like the old Duke.
Yeah.
Make some of these kids and Roadblock. Remember Roadblock? Nobody liked the Roadblock. He looked like I
Yeah.
don't know,
And
he looked
Gung.
like he's part of Space Force. Yeah,
Yeah.
gung ho. He was like, nah, that's just not it.
Scarlet.
Scarlet. And then they was like, all right, we're gonna give you what you asked for. And they flew off the shelf after that.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted them.
Because originally when Classified came out, they were supposed to be based on this video game, and the figures all look just like the characters did in this one game. I forget the name of the game, but that's what Classified originally, and that's why they looked all futuristic and shit, because they looked exactly how they look in that game. And
Right.
I guess just the idea of making a 6-inch GI Joe at this quality and price point, people were like, yo, you got to start doing these like the 80s joints, because that would be something. And yeah, like you said, man, they listened, luckily, and we
They flew off the shelf after that.
go off the shelf.
Everybody. Yeah, everybody
I
was
remember
after
when
him
I
after
first
that.
got that first Gung Ho, that retro Gung Ho, where he
Mhm,
looks like the 80s joint with the turquoise and shit. That's the
mhm.
first figure that really made me feel nostalgia, to the point that I put him on the shelf, bro, and then like I kept like getting the urge to just come in here and look at him, bro. And I would just come in and look at him, and I'd be like, damn, that shit, that gun was dope. It reminds me of fucking the original. Just brought me back to that feeling as a kid, and like, yeah, I was hooked at that point. It was that gung ho, bro.
Yeah, there
That
was a Walmart, and I
retro
think
gung.
wasn't he like a Walmart exclusive? No, not Walmart, Target. Like Target was selling them. He was like a Target exclusive. People were lined up at Target going to get them. Like it was like a big thing. I was like,
I
why?
don't
Why is
remember.
everybody tripping over these classifieds? And then when I actually seen the newer ones that they did that looked more retro, I was like, damn, they hard dope. I was like, I'm in, and I was like you. I went and started looking for them, started collecting them because
Yeah.
one, like I said, they were just too. They were too futuristic, and we all love GI Joe. They were just too futuristic, but we love GI Joe because yeah, you gotta remember
Yeah,
GI Joe was ahead of his time.
yeah, Joe was always futuristic, and it's like it wasn't that they were futuristic, but it was like they just didn't look like their
Didn't
original.
look like the originals, right? And that's all we asked for. You can do what you want with the video game, but
Yeah,
those figures,
you can make us some figures from the 80s. You'll be a millionaire, and they sure as fuck have been milking the fuck out of that.
yes, they have. Yes, they have.
They've been getting their money,
They've been getting their money big time, bro.
fucking selling pre-orders and then canceling them later.
Yeah, bringing stuff out when they want to bring it out, not when it's supposed to come out, which is sad. Which is sad, but then they came with the retro card backs. They fly off the shelves. I mean,
Mhm.
they gave us what we asked for. Now they're giving us vehicles.
Yeah,
Snowcat, Rattler, Dragonfly.
Vamp, Stinger. I mean,
Yeah,
really,
the
the
Stinger.
Stinger. I wanted the Stinger. I wanted the Ram Cycle, and I wanted the All Striker. Because those, the Stinger, the fucking Ram Cycle, and the All Striker, out of all the vehicles I had, and like all the big fancy jets and crazy shit, and like all the weird shit, like those are my favorite. Because they rolled around the best, they maneuvered the best, they were just the funnest to play with. You can't. The Raven is cool, but you can't really play with it. You know what I mean? Like you need to run around with it. Like it's not. You can't. But like those little vehicles, you could drive them around and shit, and like they were just better.
What was that one jet they had? It was pretty big even when we were kids. It had the small plane on the back of it that would pop off.
Raven, yeah, the black cheese,
Raven,
the
yeah,
Raven,
yeah.
Night Raven, Night Raven.
Night Raven, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that was a pretty cool one too. But it just,
Mhm.
like you said, it wasn't something you could run around and play with. You could play with it, but you couldn't really. It was huge.
Mhm.
I wonder what that thing cost back then. Man,
What, the Night Raven?
yeah, it was about what, 40, $50.
I don't know, like $39.99 probably.
Yeah. Now if they bring out a Night Raven, a lot of people might buy that.
That would be a HasLab I would really fuck with, but it would be it's way bigger than the Raven or than the Rattler.
The Rattler, yeah, it would be. Yeah. But I think people would embrace it though,
Twice as long.
because and it was already long. Yeah, you're right. It was already a long vehicle, but it was dope. But I think now people want one of the tanks, one of the Joe tanks. I think that's.
God
I
knows
think
why.
I think they're
I
gonna
have
find.
no interest in those tanks, bro. Because it's a big ass green tank or a big brown tank. Like it's either a Mauler or a Mobat. It's
You
a
got the
huge.
Mauler, the Mobat.
It's just
They're huge.
plain, bro. I just
Don't
don't want
forget
a
the.
plain ass army tank, bro. That doesn't.
Remember the bridge layer was just green like that. It was just a green
Yeah.
vehicle.
Bridge layer is cool though. It's something unique. It's got this weird thing. It's a made up shit. A tank, bro, is just a tank. There's nothing iconic about it. I don't know if that's from GI Joe or just some whatever line. It's just a green tank. It could be anything. That's what I don't like about it. It could be anything. And like all the figures I choose, everything I choose to buy, everything I collect is for the fact of I want it to be iconic. Like it has to be an iconic, almost symbolic, instantly recognizable piece. If it's some multiversal, third cousin version of a character and it was in like 2 comics and no one knows about it, like that's not, I don't really care for those. Like it's not going to be sitting on my shelf. It might as well be Monster Force. No one knows who it is. It's not iconic. It's not recognizable. And that's the thing with the Joes, like the classified, the original ones, they just weren't recognizable as the characters. So they didn't do anything for me. But once you brought the suit out, once you brought out, the characters with their original 80s costumes and shit, then they started to feel nostalgic and like because I knew who they were instantly by looking at them, and they just had that symbolic quality.
Yep, that's true.
And it's like symbolic in the way of like I said, man, just like it represents something from my life, from my childhood, from my from my past, and it represents it in a physical manifestation of a figure, and it's like a physical representation of like this is a physical representation of the 80s version of this toy. Like when I had the O-ring of this Cobra Commander figure, you know what I'm saying? This, when I see it on my shelf, it represents that memory in my mind. And so like that's why I still like it, because it still looks like it resembles, it reminds me of, it's still got the symbolic feature, the recognizability,
Right.
Raw Talk, what up?
What's happening? What's happening? I came in, got the young man on my lap, he getting ready to act up. You know how it goes. Fatherhood.
Yes, sir.
I heard
the wife probably was like, "It's your turn. I'm glad you home."
Oh yeah, well, it is what it is, right?
No, we know how it goes. It's part of the. It's just part of the title. That's all.
Yeah.
It comes with it. Comes with the title. Like
I
your
love
Joe's
it.
come with weapons. It comes with the title.
Yeah. See, look, he don't like it down here.
The baby man, he says, I don't like the G.I. Joe's, Pops.
Oh no, he ain't even in that room. It's just because I'm fixing this place up, and it looks like something out of Escape from New York, right?
It's like Baghdad. Let's see.
Yeah, man.
I was hoping you could show us the O-ring armored Cobra Commander, but it's all good. I'll pull up an image.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that when you sent that the pictures, I was like, this look like garbage, man.
Yeah. It's the articulation is really what bothers me about it the most. Like the articulation is really bad. The joints and stuff, I really don't like the construction or any of it, but it gives me the iconic feeling of the original. It doesn't ruin it, but I don't know, the design of the original, I don't know, the 25th anniversary was just much closer. This one has a totally different design of the armor. I don't know. I think that they may do a retro version, which would be really cool.
Yeah, because it's more stiff. It looks stiff, like blocky.
Mm-hmm. It's very stiff,
and not like organic.
Yeah, it's very much. He doesn't have the butterfly joints, so his arms are really limited and shit. Yeah, and that limited range of motion.
Yeah, they definitely got lazy with making this one.
Yeah, they did.
That's right. He got lazy, right? Yeah.
Yeah. This is the. All right. Yeah. Let's check out the original. Let me get one outside the package. That's the 25th. Here's the OG. So let me see if I can get a bigger one even. Same damn shit. What are these little tiny? There we go. All right. Okay. So you see the shape of the armor on his chest on the O-ring. It's got like that weird that cool like T-shaped design, and then you see this one is just like a big blocky sort of version of it, big clunky T, big fat thing, and then he's got like those 3 dots that are like there, and then but they're very different on the original figure. The blue on the original figure is a lot brighter of a blue. This is a more dark blue, but that's something they may change in the retro card back as well as the red here is almost a more burgundy than it is red, and on the original it's really bright red. The armor on his legs, you'll notice, has way more blue, a lot more blue showing on the 80s figure, and it's got like a sort of a design to it, whereas this one just is like almost like just like a RoboCop, solid leg. And go back to that. Where's that? Hang on, do this. There we go. Wait, get back over there. All right. Yeah, the shape of the armor on the legs around the top there. And then you have the shape of their boot and like the shape of his calf. He's got just all this very iconic, shape to it. None of it is on this classified figure. The arms
are better than the old school.
I don't know. I like these old ones, the original ones, because I like how the black is showing through in the front, and these it's more of like on the side. But I mean, you can, I guess, hold them like that. But I mean, that's just all in the anatomy. But then the shoulders, he's just got these sort of spikes on the original one. This one doesn't really have those. He's got some slight finnage on the shoulder, like armor pauldrons. But, yeah. And then he's got like red straps right there holding the armor around his shoulders.
Yeah, man.
Which aren't on this one at all. And then but I mean, other than that, it's not that different. And it's really cool. I wish that the hose on his mask on this new one was thicker and more visible. It's just very much of a thin thing, which I guess it's all to be more modern and realistic, which is cool, and that's fine. And like, I get all that. They're updating it for the modern version. My biggest gripe with this is the lack of quality in the articulation and the lack of quality in the plastic. The backpack is made of this, like, it's like I said, it's almost clear. You can see light through it. It's very shitty material, plastic. And I really wonder if I can show you. See how the light just goes through it?
Yeah.
It's real cheap. And what's so bad about that? That's a backpack, cool, I can take it off. But the shoulder pauldrons are made of that same cheap, shitty plastic. And so that means those will, go away. What the fuck happened to Stu? He just disappears. Why you don't be saying nothing? He says it in the private chat. Stu dog, salute, bro. Be easy, be safe. I didn't even know he was leaving. He just bounced. But yeah. Oh, that's a cobra on his pants, on his belt. Yeah, okay. Yeah, leaves a lot to be desired, but it is what it is. It's not that bad. I love the fact that he is at least, instantly recognizable, and he serves his purpose for the classified shelf, which is basically just to be an iconic symbol of the figures that I had. But yeah, another big problem is it's very hard to stand up because of these feet, because of the way that they constructed the feet. It's crazy. Look at this shit.
Back in effect. Had to bring the little one upstairs for his bedtime.
You see that?
Oh, that's crazy.
That's bullshit, dog. That's their articulation for the feet.
That is crazy. That's straight cheapo.
Yep. The plastic of his pauldrons is made of this same cheap ass plastic as this thing. The backpack is made of this clear. It's like it's
Rubbery.
silver, but you could see it's not even the rubbery. It's like that cheap plastic from like I don't know back in the day, like little cheap shitty toys that are almost translucent. And you can see like the swirling of the plastic and almost a yellowish tint and like the clearness. And then the shoulder pauldron's armor is made of the same shitty ass plastic, which is a different material than the rest of the armor. And so you can't really tell on camera. The coloring of the shoulder pauldron and the rest of the armor is definitely different.
A little different, yeah.
And it's a different type of plastic. You can definitely see it. It's definitely visible. But I mean, other than that, the detail on them is great. But I just the no articulation, the no. I mean, they could have still put butterfly joints. I get that there's armor and shit, but you can still put a butterfly joint in there.
Yeah.
You know, and
Didn't they do that with Rom? The Rom figure? Don't that has butterfly joint?
Oh hell no.
No, he don't have blood.
No, he's just a big box with like arms on the side. Yeah, he's really
they probably took note of that and just said, "Yeah, we're gonna do this shit like Rom." Crom. Oh shit! Yeah, that looks crazy.
I mean, but he looks like he's supposed to look at least.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, he overall he's all right. I just he does this. He serves his purpose, which is basically representing the '80s toy.
Yeah. So they say, "Oh, guess what? We got the retro version now." And then
right. I know that's gonna happen. They're gonna come out with a retro version. I know it. But like, bro, I mean, I want him to be able to point like this.
Yeah.
But because he doesn't have the butterfly joint, so he can only go to here and not here.
Yeah.
Like this. If I'm looking at you, I can point like that, but he can only go like that. But a butterfly joint, he could do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's crazy. So they wanted to cheapen them out like they did the Deke series.
Word. And the problem of him being cheap like that is his ankles and shit. He's really hard to stand. He's very hard to stand. And I was like, what the fuck? I couldn't get him to stand up. And I realized it was because of the articulation on him was so bad that you couldn't put his feet in a position where he's not leaning back when you stand him up.
Yeah. Damn. That's crazy as hell.
It's all good though. I mean, he looks cool. He looks dope. I don't know if I can show you.
Actually, I think I've seen that. You sent one of these photos.
Yeah, I sent it to you.
Yeah, there you go. It's straightening out now. Oh, that shit look crazy.
Yeah.
Word.
But yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh, the story how I got Walmart to pay for my crystal ball on the aftermarket. Got $50 from them. $50 what do you call it? Store credit or gift card and shit.
That's what's up. Shit.
So that pays for my crystal ball off eBay.
Or
That's pretty much all I'm going to be able to do is bite the bullet, because that's the problem with Crystal Ball. It's a mainline character. I got to have him. He's part of the fucking collection, right? You know?
Yeah.
And so it's not like a made up character I don't need. And so,
yeah, and he looks more like his retro, like his original version. So there's no need to wait for a retro version if they ever decide that, but I doubt it.
yeah.
Certain ones they'll retro, certain ones they won't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yes.
But yeah, dude, that's pretty much our show tonight. We pretty much don't have much else to talk about. We chopped it all the way up. I know Raw Talk, you just got here and everything, but
yeah, no doubt, it's understandable.
it
I
is
was
what it
listening
is.
on the train ride and stuff like that, man. But you know,
Yeah.
Wednesdays is kind of tough coming from the city.
Right. Yeah, and Wednesdays, you know, it's a work night for me and everything. So 2 hours is pretty much all we could do. But you know, we do this every Wednesday and every Saturday, guys. So make sure you come back this Saturday. We'll be doing this at 7 p.m. and again Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hit that like button and subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification joints and all that so that you get the notifications when we go live. And other than that, y'all, Raw Talk, peace.
Salute, my friend.
Word is bond, and everybody else, have a good week, and don't forget,
be water, my friend.